What's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you on this very special day. Today is Thanksgiving, November 22nd. So happy Thanksgiving to all you guys out there. Today's video is just going to showcase what I grabbed on New Comic Book Wednesday, which was yesterday, the 21st of November. While I was there, I was also able to go through the back issue bins just because I had some extra time. And I'm looking for those DC Universe logo books. So as always, I flipped through Batman in Detective Comics, kind of just looking to see if maybe I get lucky. And sure enough, I did. I picked up a couple more. I'm loving this hunt for the DC Universe logo variants. So anyways, yesterday, like I said, I got to my local comic shop nice and early, right when they opened at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I was the first person in the door and went and grabbed some books off the wall, grabbed a few books that I had in my box, my sub box waiting there for me. So all in all, it was a great day. Plus I picked up a spec book that I saw online that people were talking about that I needed to go and make sure I grabbed. So let's go ahead and start off with those the back issue bin books, those DC Universe logos. As you know, I'm looking for Batman and Detective Comics, and I found some, guys. Here is Detective Comics 676. This is from July of 1994. DC Universe logo. I'm loving, guys, let me tell you something. I'm loving this hunt for different variants. I love newsstand variants, and I love this DC Universe logo. I'm gonna have to kind of widen my search and maybe look for some Green Lantern and Flash, Superman, Action Comics, because there was a bunch out there, not just Batman Detective Comics. Another one I picked up is this Batman 517. Dig that. So I only was able to find two that day, yesterday. So, but hey, it's two more added to the collection. And honestly, these were two books that I didn't even have in my personal collection. So on top of adding the DC Universe logo variant, I've added two new books to my collection. So I totally dig that. While I was flipping around in those back issue bins, I found this one. This is a Joker Batman cover that I did not have. And this is Batman 496, part of the Nightfall run. I didn't have this book, and it's a newsstand. I love it, guys. I love that. But that's an awesome cover. Batman beating the crap out of Joker. You can never go wrong with a Batman Joker cover. So that's it for the older issues. I did pick up one book from last week's run that they didn't have in my store for some reason, but this is Detective Comics 992. That is the Delato. Excuse me. That's the no, actually it's Art Germ. I think that's an Art Germ cover. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I think it's either Art Germ or Delato. I'll write it down here at the bottom. But it's a book that they didn't have. This is the B cover to Detective Comics 992. They didn't have it last week, and I went in this week, and I was looking at the wall, and they had it. So I said, let me pick it up because I do like this cover. But as far as speculation goes, guys, there was an alert on my phone that told me that this Dead Rabbit number 1 and number 2, it was an Image book. It's been out for maybe a month or so. It got canceled by Image because they're in some lawsuit with the bar that owns that name, Dead Rabbit, I think in New York City or Boston. So they had to cancel, and they sent emails out to all the local comic shops around the U.S. to recall those books and send them back. My local comic shop, they didn't receive the message, or they received it too late. So when I went to the little wall where they keep all their older, their newer titles that are not this week's newer or last week's, they had Dead Rabbit number 1. They had one issue. Well, they had two, but I was a nice guy, and I like my local comic shop, the owner. So I only picked up one, and I gave him the other one. I said, hey man, there's some spec on this. Here you go. So he hooks me up with titles, and I help him out with some speculation sometimes. Anyways, so Dead Rabbit number 1. They didn't have number 2, which was pretty funny. I thought they would have had number 2. I'm surprised they still had number 1s. But yeah, Dead Rabbit number 1. This was recalled by Image because of the lawsuit. They're getting sued by that bar that owns that name. I don't know much about this story, guys. I wasn't able to open it up and read it yesterday, but for all of you that go out there to your local comic shops, just check it out. See if your LCS still has copies of this number one. I think right now online it's selling for about $30 for this A cover. There was a 1 to 10 B cover on that. It was a all white cover, and it had the logo on there. So anyways, there's some speculation for you. Now, let's get into the new books for this week. I got all DC and Marvel. There were no independents, so I apologize. I know there was a new number one from Image, Middle West. I flipped through it, guys. Not my thing. I can't go out every week and pick up a brand new Image number one, because then I'm going to have a long box full of Image number ones that ain't worth a damn thing, and maybe once in a blue moon, one's going to pop off, and I can sell it for $100, and I'm not even a seller. So didn't do it, guys. All DC and Marvel this week. I did read through this stack except for one book, and I'll let you know in the Marvel section what book that was. But let's go ahead and start off. DC, Teen Titans 24. As always, I go online, I get reviews from Comic Book Roundup. They get you critic reviews, they get you reader reviews, user reviews, and I'll give you a little bit of my review. Teen Titans 24, 8.8 from the critics, 7.8 from readers. I myself am a fan of this story. I love Damian Wayne as Robin, him as the leader of the Teen Titans. Very good story. I'd give it an 8. They're still kind of feeling each other out. This character right here, Dejin, she's kind of like a genie of some sort, and they don't really know what's going on with her. And I love the story. I love this cover. It's an Alex Garner cover. He or she, I apologize. This artist has been doing these covers for the last 3 or 4, and they're really nice. Really nice. So, moving on. Justice League Dark number 5. This is a Clayton Crane cover. This is the B cover. Critics are giving it 8.5. Readers 8.7. I'm not a fan of magic in the DC, or I was not until I started reading this Justice League Dark, and I absolutely love it because the team kind of adds these other characters that are not magic based in the sense that you would think, right? Because you got Bobo, and then you got Man-Bat, who's really the scientist. So it's kind of throwing his world into a loop, having all this magic, because magic and science are kind of going against each other. But Bobo, this detective chimp, the story really focuses on him in this one. And I absolutely love this Justice League Dark, guys. Like I said, online, 8.5 from critics, 8.7 from readers. Absolutely love it. I'm going to give it a 9 to 9.5. I am going to continue on with Justice League Dark. All right, we're going to leave that one for next. This one is Justice League number 12. This is the A cover. Justice League got a 7.9 from readers, or from critics online, and it got a 7.3 from readers. I myself, I'm loving it because there's just so much going on. Now, sometimes you read a book like that where there's like 3 or 4 different things going on. It might be too much, but since I've been reading this since the beginning, that Justice League number 1, I kind of know. I know exactly what's going on. You've got Batman at the Justice League, like they're building, having a fight off the Legion of Doom. You've got Superman, Flash, and Mera having a fight off those gods, like the water gods with Black Manta. And then you've got Aquaman and Wonder Woman off with Poseidon, trying to get some power, some godly power from Poseidon. I absolutely love it, and I love this cover. There was a B cover, like a kind of a movie cover with the guy that's going to be playing Aquaman, and I liked it, but you know me, I can't get away from getting a Joker cover. Absolutely love these Joker covers. Plus you got Lex Luthor, and you have Sinestro. Right there is that new lantern, that ultraviolet lantern. Guys, Justice League has been amazing. If you read Marvel's Avengers and DC's Justice League, they're kind of competing teams. I'm more of a fan of the Justice League right now. I have been a fan in the past of Avengers, but Justice League is taking my money this nowadays. All right, moving on. Justice League, awesome book, guys. You gotta get this. All right. Next one, we got Batman 59, Francisco Mattina cover. Critics actually gave this an 8.1. Readers aren't such a fan of it, 6.5. I'm a Batman fan, as you guys know, so I'm a little bit biased, but I'm digging these issues. Like, I wasn't a fan of Tom King before, but now the story with, Batman having to go and talk to Penguin, and Penguin giving him this story that Bane is in Arkham Asylum, but he's running it. He's running it from the inside, but everybody's telling him, no, that can't be, because Bane's been in this padded room, drugged up. He can't even walk. You put him in a comatose state. Batman doesn't know who to believe. So he goes in and he absolutely beats the crap out of Bane. And Bane is, I don't want to give up, what's going on. You definitely got to pick these issues up. Batman 59, loving it. And I love this cover. Francisco Mattina, he's been killing it with these covers, guys. Absolutely killing it. So 8.1 and a 6.5 from readers. For me, 7.5 to 8.0. I really want to know what's going on with Batman, Bane, and the Penguin. All right, guys, so that's it for DC. 4 books. Really good books, in my opinion. I absolutely loved them. Read them all. Let us move on to Marvel. I grabbed, 5 books from Marvel this week. We're going to start off in the Spider world, and most of these books are all Spider-Man books. We got Spider-Man #1, Into the Spider-Verse. I'm a huge Miles Morales fan, as you guys know. This is kind of going into the not spider-geddon that's going on right now, but this seems to be right after Spider-Verse had happened. And it's just, I don't know if it's a one-shot. I think it really is just a one-shot story of these characters going into this other world and having to fight Doc Ock in another universe. But what I really like about this issue is it has the Spider-Man #1. So it's really 2 stories. Now, if you haven't picked up Spider-Man #1 from maybe 2 or 3 years ago, this has a reprint in there of the whole book. So really cool. There were no reviews online for it. It's okay. If you're not really a Spider-Man or Miles Morales fan or into this whole Spider-Verse, I would skip it, guys. There's nothing really that major in this book that you're going to be missing out on. All right, moving on. We grabbed Spider-Geddon #4. That is the B cover, that connecting cover. These connecting covers from I think his name is In-hyuk Lee. These connecting covers have been amazing. I cannot wait to finish it out. There's one more coming out. So this is #4. These Spider-Geddon books are getting killed. Critics 6.9, readers 6.5. I like it more than that. I'm so into these Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon books. I love reading about different spiders all coming together to fight these inheritors. In this one, you find out that some of the spiders in these that you would kind of figure to be the bad guys, even though they are spiders, they're turning on each other. Of course, Doc Ock is superior spider. He's up to his crazy ways. And then you had Norman Osborn, who was that 6th arm spider. He's got his own plans going on. I absolutely love it. There is a first cameo appearance of a spider cop in here. It's a one little, he's on a TV screen, and if you have played Spider-Man on the PS4, you'll kind of know that's part of that game, right? Because in that game, Spider-Man, he talks to this detective over his little comms or his telephone, and he kind of calls himself the Spider Cop. And the detective's always telling him to shut up, please stop saying that. Well, in this one, they're talking, and we should get this guy. He's a Spider Cop from Universe, blah 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 blah. And the Spider-Man from the PS4 game, he's, wow, I can't believe there's actually a Spider Cop out there. So that's funny. It's a little It's a little inside joke, I guess, for that Spider-Man on PS4. Anyway, Spider-Geddon, guys, if you've been picking up the Spider-Geddons, you already know. I think it's awesome. I don't know, the critics online, they're not digging it, but I am. Continuing on with the Spider-Geddon, this is Spider-Force number 2. Critics and readers absolutely hated this book. 3.0 from the critics, 4.8 from readers. I gotta say, I'm right there with them. For me, a 3.5 to 4.0. The artwork is nice, but the story is just all over the place, and not in a good way like I talked about with Justice League. It's hard to get through this story. You don't know. And then at the very end, it says, what the hell just happened? Exactly. What did I just read for 20 some pages? I have no idea. So listen, guys, if you're not all in on the Spider-Geddon, there's no need to pick this book up. But if you're like me and you are totally all in on Spider-Geddon, you want to know what's going on, pick up Spider-Force. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like the X-Force of the Spider world. These guys have been sent on this mission, the suicidal mission, and kind of like a Suicide Squad, I guess, from DC. And it's okay. You get the actual full appearance of the Astro Spider, and you find out more about his his powers and what happened with him and what happened with this dead Earth, that Earth that they sent the Inheritors to. But it's okay. So, moving on. This is the one book that I was not able to read this week. I don't know. I just didn't have a chance to read it. Web of Venom, Carnage Born number 1. Most of you guys went out there and picked this book up. This was really the one big book everybody wanted to go out there and grab this week. So online, it got an 8.2 from critics, and readers actually do not like it. 5.8. I can't give you my review because I didn't read it. I'm gonna read it today after I make this video. But Carnage, I might get some hate for this and some flack, but Carnage really isn't my favorite symbiote character or spider villain. Cletus Cassidy just being an absolute maniac who's always getting. It's like Joker in the DC world, but to me, it's just not as fun reading this Carnage. Anyway, I picked it up because it's got a lot of speculation. Donny Cates wrote it, so everybody went out and picked it up. So I had to have at least one copy of that, guys. Let me know what you thought. If you've read it, put down in the comments, what did you think of Web of Venom, Carnage Born? All right, last book. This is definitely my book of the week. I absolutely love this read, and most everybody online loved it too. Immortal Hulk, number 9. Absolute beautiful cover with Alex Ross. The Hulk there fighting the what's his name? Now it's killing me. I can't believe I forgot. The Absorbing Man. That's right, the Absorbing Man. Yeah, Crusher, Carl Creel, the Absorbing Man. And if you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., he's actually in that show too. But anyways, this book is amazing. Immortal Hulk has been incredible read. Let's see, online critics gave it 9.3, readers gave it an 8.0. Now, I want to say that this is the actual first, full appearance, whatever you want to say, of the one. I think they're calling it the One Down Below. So there's that for you. And Crusher Creel gets pulled down. Like his body is still fighting. His body is still fighting the Hulk, which he's got, like, now the Absorbing Man has this new power where he can actually absorb the radiation, the gamma radiation out of Hulk. So he's still up there fighting Hulk, but then like his mind goes down into hell or whatever it is. And I'm gonna show you this last page. And to me, this was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Look at that. Check that out. What happened to Crusher Creel? That is crazy. He gets ripped in half in his spine. Anyways, guys, Immortal Hulk number 9. These issues have been awesome. Go out, read Immortal Hulk. So that's it for this week, guys. I picked up some back issue bins, some older books. Got that Dead Rabbit. Make sure you go out to your local comic shop, guys, and get that Dead Rabbit. That's gonna be I don't know. It's not going to be your Walking Dead #1, okay? But, you know, if you're speculation driven and you like to sell books on eBay, you know, there you go. You got a book there that you can go and sell. Picked up a few new books, you know, got some DC, got some Marvel. Absolutely loved all my pickups. Like I said earlier, happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful holiday time with your friends and family. I also want to give out just a special shout out to all of those that are serving overseas in the military, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. For those of you guys away from your families in Afghanistan, Iraq, doesn't even, you know, out there in Germany and Korea, you can't be here in the United States with your families. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. And as always, thanks for watching. Absolutely love my fans out there. I think I've made it up to 180 subscribers, almost to that 200, guys. When I get to that 200, like I said, I want to do a room kind of show off, you know, show off what my man cave looks like. But I want to do a giveaway too. But I got to reach that 200, and when I reach that 200, I'm gonna do a giveaway to all my fans. So thanks for subscribing. This is your first time watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for notification. Give me a like, guys. Write a comment. Let me know, what did you pick up this week? Anything good that I missed out on? So thanks again for watching. This has been Edwin, the Comic Jabroni. Peace.